They advised me to meet up with the pastors and to meet up with the pastor, and that was the whole arrangement of traveling and leaving the country.
I wish to travel, but not that kind of travel in my life. My enemy, I don't pray for him to go through that what I go through. It's a grace of God.
A good life is desirable. In fact, it is a legitimate desire. But that quest means different things to different people. For some, it could be as simple as access to basic necessities of life: food, shelter, clothing, and safety. But for others, it may be much more complicated. Yearly, thousands of African migrants leave their countries on a long journey away from home. Their destination, Europe. I established direct contact with a returnee, a young Nigerian whose main goal was to expand his business big enough to make his family comfortable. Although not Europe-bound, his story shows that there is no limit to human mobility and migration decisions. An old friend had informed him of business opportunities in Cairo, but the road to Egypt turned out to be eventful. The reality often dawns in the middle of the journey, a point of no return and moment of reckoning where they see life flashing before their eyes.
From Kano, there's a bus taking us to Sinden. From Sinden to Agadez. Getting to Agadez, suddenly they say we are going to enter flight. Just an hour to Cairo. I said, okay, no problem. I was enjoying myself. But later on, they just said, higher, higher, higher. I said, what is higher? They now bring a e-loss, pick up. I said, to do what? They say we should take certificate. I said, which certificate? That's stick. To put a bundle of us, sit in the e-loss, down to where? They say it's 1 hour driving. I said, okay, I follow their advice. By way sitting down with my stature, I was even happy. We have never even moved 30 to 15 minutes. I just hear, bah! I was just hearing, Boda Entiku. And I told them, I'm not dead, dude. I'm still alive. 2 people now came to me. They now carry me. And I say, is it my leg there? They say my leg, because it's cold. They say my leg is there. They took me to somewhere to sit down. Within 30 minutes, they say we are not going again. That's where we are going to sleep, in the desert. When we moved for 3 days, there was a guy, the driver. I was watching him. The way he's driving and the way they are talking. He now said everybody should stop. They what they call Duruku. They said Duruku. He asked everybody to stop and calm down. This is how I fold my mouth, looking at him, said, what is happening? He said, we are too heavy. Heavy for what? He took 5 people to one side, said the car is going down. With the language they are talking. I don't hear their language. What I just know is that he wants to kill 5 people. I just hear pa, 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 pa. From there, the hypertension now come up. Because that's my first time in my life seeing killing people like a goat.
With the arduous journey on land to Libya out of the way, migrants then proceed to the next phase, this time on sea. Any failure at this point comes with dire consequences.
There was a man they call I don't want to call it the chairman in Saba. He's now one I run to. I want to go back home. I'm going back to my country. The man said, no. Move on. When you get to Tripoli, you jump to Italy. I said, okay. I follow the advice. Getting to Tripoli, we will get to the sea. There's a camp they used to put us. We always sat down before going. It can even take you a month before they brought you to the Lampa. They call it Lampa. That's Balu. But the first day, I saw some people coming back with bending hand, bending leg. Some have died. They say I should ready to go. I say yes. Coming back, they return us back to camp. I don't know the camp is jail. We are just dumped there 3-4 months.
Equally as deadly is the Middle Eastern route. Even more heartbreaking is that victims can be lured by persons considered trustworthy. A trafficker can be anyone.
When I was struggling with life, I finally get a job as a waitress. I met with a friend. We all think in Nigeria that facing one or two challenges, when you meet with a pastor, talk about it, pray about it, you believe everything will be okay. And that was what happened. They advised me to meet up with the pastors, and we meet up with the pastor, and that was the whole arrangement of traveling and leaving the country. And the initial plan was Canada, not traveling to an Arab country. It was not Oman. So at the long run, I was working. I do send my salary and even the tip I get as a waitress then to the pastor to work on my visa. And at the long run, we realized that the pastor was fake and there was nothing coming out of it. So we met with the person the pastor was introducing to us, standing as the agent. They said, okay, there's a country that we can go to currently now, which is called Oman. That was where we were told that it was Dubai, close to Dubai. They share border with Dubai. And we all know Dubai very well because Dubai is a very popular country, okay. Since it's Dubai, okay, we would go there. Getting to Oman, we don't know anything that was going on then. That was when we realized that we are into slavery, working as an house help. Here they call it house help. Over there, they call us Shangala, which is slave. And it's not easy. A lot of people are there that we left together are no more there. And most people are sexually harassed. Like I myself, I was harassed over there too. I was locked up, being beaten up. Even if I said I'm not working again, the way they treat me as if I am nobody, and they don't care if I lose my life or not because they believe that they've actually paid our country, like they've paid an agent here in Nigeria. They sell us out for 2 years. So they let us know that 2 years we can actually do anything for us, and we have no question, and we have no right over ourselves for that 2 years.
The mass exodus of African migrants through irregular channels has created room for exploitation and gross human rights abuse in the already volatile Libya. Detention camps are literally hell on earth. And so, in 2017, the European Union, in partnership with the International Organization for Migration, started funding voluntary return programs to assist migrants stranded in these informal prisons. Since then, over 15,000 Nigerians have taken advantage of this opportunity. But a cloud still hangs over many of the returnees. It is the stigma and worry of starting a new life.
I wish to travel, but not that kind of travel in my life. There's some people I met in a bus. He say he's traveling. I say, bros, I even lie down on the ground. I say, please, look at me, look at my picture. Don't ever try it. Even my enemy, if he said he wants to travel to that road, I have money. I will ask him, what do you want? I will tell him to take, to please to stay. My enemy, I don't pray for him to go through that what I go through. It's a grace of God for me to be alive today.
They say old wounds heal over time, but this experience is one whose memory hardly ever fades away.